Alright, run 2. I guess every run, maybe I should just open this up. These are the implants I'm running. This is the fit I'm running. Super cheap fit. You can find the link in my bio or in the YouTube video comment section below. Make sure to like and subscribe. I gotta remember to say that. Starting out here as a YouTube content creator, I've got to make sure people comment on my stuff so other people see it. Alright, repair, cheap grinder, no repairs needed, undock. I got my one filament in my cargo and I'm ready to go. Any day now. Alright, go back to my unsafe safe. Straight at the gate. Nobody will ever find me there. Shh, I'm hiding. Right click your filament, click use. As soon as it says green, double click in space to break your invulnerability timer and activate. I don't know if that's not an invulnerability timer actually. I don't know what that is. Why is this cut off again? What the heck? Oh. Apparently only in the abyss can you see my stats. Oh well. Alright, we get drone room. Drone rooms are just easy. Approach the gate. Launch your drones. Kill their drones. There's just not a whole lot to say about drone rooms. I mean, you can kill the renewing Rodivias. They're the ones who heal other things. Knock them out real quick. Snare casters you want to kill. So as far as the Teslas, you know, the snare casters will web you. There's no newts in these rooms. So really it's just snares and guidance disruptions, which make your looting more difficult. I should probably loot this run a little better than I looted the last run, especially in a drone room, because there's just not going to be a whole lot to talk about otherwise. The name of the Teslas is the damage type. Blast Lance are going to do explosive damage, and we're in an explosive resist hole, so if you're really min-maxing, like Blast Lances need to die before other ones. Launch my pack rat, start approaching that can. Let's lock a couple up. Approach that can actually. Get that one first. Alright, send my drones one. Let's just get rid of this guy real quick. Drone rooms are boring. Boring content, Eve. I need 3 Karens. I need Marshals. I think 4 Marshals would be the max you can get in Tier 4. Those are the rooms that people need to see. Karen over and over and over and over again. There's so many different combinations of her. Basically, if you just get webbed and nuded down to where you don't have your afterburner, or, you know, and you're webbed up, you just basically face tanking the room anyways. What am I doing? Flying towards that can and shooting a missile at it. Yay. So again, Blast Lance are explosive, Ember Lance are fire damage, Spark Lance are EM, I think. Show info. Yes, EM damage, and Kinetic are the other one. What are they called? No idea. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Doesn't matter. They're Teslas. They're weak little drones. I should look at my time. I'm fine. I can still loot. Alright, let's head over to this one. Check your time after every room. That's super important. You need to know how long these rooms take you. This one I've done 1,000 times and I just don't think about it anymore because it's never a lot. But you want to know when you leave this room so you can properly time your second room. So I'm actually going to try to remember to put my times in local here. Sometimes just use local as like a notepad for yourself because there's nobody in there to bother. So I guess you could use Abyssal Lurkers as your notepad if you really just want to annoy everybody. Tell them every detail of what you're doing. They want to know. We do like here, I say we, but I'm pretty sure a lot of the people that hang out in there really like to see people going on their first runs and hearing them call out what room they're in and having people spam advice. Okay, do this, do this, do this, do this. I think everybody loves doing that. It's a lot of fun. Just think, do 500 runs and you'll be doing it too. Alright. Why do I feel like I'm missing something? Oh yeah. Pack rat, gamma filament, 5 items here. 5, okay. I'm not missing anything. Recall my drones and get my loot. Should I wait for that one? I'm just making guides. Let's just pretend I waited for that and see, and we'll just go on to the next room. I am moving, right? Okay. Feels slow right now. Oh yeah, I feel slow because I'm only moving at 6.6. Oh, that's perfect. Hell yeah. That's a perfect speed to be moving at. Alright, approaching the gate. We're going out at 15:45. 15:45. Alright, next room is Marshals with no Marshals. This is an Edencom room. There are drainers here. You'll see these are the guys that are going to nuke you. This particular Marshal room doesn't have any of the scary enemies. This is ridiculous. These drainer enforcers do shoot some missiles at you. Marshals use missiles, but these guys aren't nearly as bad. So we'll kill the drainer first so he doesn't nuke us out, and then probably want to kill off some of these little guys because they like to attack your frigates. I think the arresters are the ones that web your frigates or your drones and like to kill them off. They like to mess with your drones. Alright, this is perfect. All the caches are right here, so I'm just going to orbit my buyout right here. And I'm going to fire at each of these one by one. And make sure my drones don't go to that, so try to coax them into going over here. Again, I still am pretty terrible at picking the targets. I just let the drones do it. I kind of figure once you're at a stable point in the room to where there's nothing left on the field that's scary, your drones are going to make just as good of decisions as you. They're just going to do it faster because they're a computer, right? So I just figure let your drones pick the targets. They like to pick things that are attacking them a lot of times, so they're probably stuck on these. They're not fighting these. Weirdos. But yeah, they don't take a lot of damage. They're just tanking for me. I mean, why not? Gonna look at my shields for the first time this run, or in the last 2 runs probably. 66%. I'm doing fine. Can't do anything about it anyways. Why look? Right? There's no oh shit buttons in passive. You either got it or you don't. It can be nerve-wracking. Deal with it. It's not that bad. You get a nice buffer to keep you cozy. And you don't ever get to see this much. Every now and again. I was down here multiple times in Karen rooms when I first started T4s. Like, Karen got me into the 20s. Yeah, often. That's kind of just a tricky fight. It's like the only real fight. Even Marshals are, up to, like, tier 5 or 6. Like, until you start seeing 5 or 6 Marshals, you can still just take them to the face. I'm not 100% sure if I've ever done 4 Marshals in this fit. That would be, I think, the max in tier 4. I think it would be 4. I've never seen 5, never heard of 5. I don't know, though. Could be. If you saw 5, you'd definitely want to just turn, run the other way. Just run away from the gate instead of towards it. Send your drones off. The Marshals will still hit you up to like 75 kilometers, I think. So they'll still hit you until you get out of that range, but then you're fine. Just hover around 75, or go hide behind one of those deviant suppressor turrets. If you put the turret between you and the Marshals, their missiles just get eaten when they come in there. So, and Marshal rooms go super fast. They're like 2 minutes. 2 minutes tops. So, if there's lots of them, because they're squishy. And you can just sit there and regen your hit points back, and you can take your time, and you can loot after everything is dead. In that one rare room. You don't need to... That one, like, literally, if you see 4 Marshals, just don't even worry about loot. Just survive it. When you see Karen, don't worry about loot. Just survive it. You can worry about loot when you're in tier 5, and the side nodes are worth a lot. Never skip the bio, though. Alright, so we are exiting this room very fast. Okay, let's see. That way, everything's on. Reload my missiles. Try to be a professional here. It's quite difficult to talk while playing, but I'm getting better. Alright. Going through the gate somewhere around... 11:20. I'll just call it 11:20. Close enough. So that room took me 4 minutes and 25 seconds. And now I've got Vedmax. I've got 2 starving Vedmax. And I've got a starving Damavik. So I will start by targeting the starving Damavik and the 2 starving Vedmax. Always starving first in these rooms. You want your cap back. Even though I proved you don't need it multiple times, it's not that bad. I killed the Damavik first. They just die super quick, and you've got hit points. Don't worry about it. If you're in active, I'm pretty sure you have to just start with the Vedmax, because you got to get them down as quick as possible. They do a ton of damage when they ramp up. It's another one of those ramping mobs. Now the Vedmax in these rooms, they do a lot of damage. The Vedmax in the Vila rooms, they don't. They do like half the damage of these ones. So these are the scary Vedmax that everybody gets killed by. But passive just kills them. You just take a little bit of your buffer damage and you finish them off, and then you regen it while you move to the next room. So I will launch that, start my looting. I will get that bio. I will get that last Vedmac marked up. I do have a Tangling Damavik. He's going to mess with my drones. When you get into tier 5 and 6 and you get like 8 more Damaviks in this room, your drones you have to start to worry about them in these rooms. When I was in tier 4, I don't think I even knew that these attacked my drones for the longest time, because I never lost a drone in here, even if they were getting webbed up. But these Tangling Damaviks will web your drones, and then they'll get melted before they can get back to your hold. So approach that bio, shoot that cache. Watch this Vedmax slowly burn down. Remember to turn your Hardener and Afterburner back on. I'm terrible at this, but you don't need it. I don't think so, at least. You might have less skill points than me, though, so you might need it. You might need to overheat and use paste every room, and there's nothing wrong with that. Actually, will make you a better player in the end. But that's first stuff for later for me. I've only been playing a few months, and I like just learning everything, all the names, and seeing what everything does and floating through here. I think that's a good way to learn the game. Everybody says active Gilas are easy. My only argument, passive, is just simply easier on those 2 easy skills. And active, I still die every time I go into one. I haven't gone into one in a while. I need to try another active fit. Terrible at this game. But I'm going Serb. What do I got left? 7 days, 1 hour on a heavy assault missile 7. Actually, if I do it, because that shows the time, assuming this is going to wear out. So if I'm looking at it here, it says 5 days. So as long as I keep one of these active, 5 days, 12 hours, and I will have assault missile specialization. I feel really good about myself. Going into a Cerberus. Cerberus? I don't know how to say that. Anyways. Loot. Is this room 3? It has to be. Yeah, because I have my 2 times here. That's another way you can keep track of what room you're in. Yep, I'm just going to move on to the next run. Like I said, scooped cargo hold. 8. Well, no, that's just lazy. I'm going to go get it. Watch this. I'm going to overheat my Afterburner to get it. Let's go the long way. This is why you use an MTU. Wouldn't this be terrible to have to do this to get your loot? Plus, when they're stuck to rocks and stuff, your Gila bumps off of them when trying to loot them at 20. Oh my gosh, looting without an MTU is a nightmare. Don't ever do it. Overheating my stuff because I can. Oh, I should return my drones too. Alright, run 2 done. What did I have? Remind me. I had anything fun? Dan, I'm going to have to go into the video before I post it just to remind myself what was in the room. I don't even remember what was in the last one. It was the Vedmax were last, right? And I had drone. What was the first room? Oh well. We'll figure that out later. Anybody ganking me? Nope. Cool. Docking. Alright, well, I'll just stop the video there. Be right back.